Hello everyone and welcome to another Bitcoin crypto analysis video. Today we will review the GoNetwork token. The public sale is live. It has been live since June 11th, so for 2 days now. And we'll talk about pros and cons, what this coin is trying to do, if it is a scam or not, because there are a lot of people on the internet saying that this is a scam. Is it a scam? Is it not? Let's get started. So GoNetwork. First of all, a disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I am not registered to provide financial advice. This video only reflects my personal opinion. You should always do your own due diligence and you should only invest what you're willing to lose. All right, so what is GoNetwork? They're a platform for off-chain transactions. I'll get into what are off-chain transactions in a second. So before we get into that, what they're trying to do is that they have these kinds of actors that can send and receive tokens outside of a blockchain, and they aim to improve a blockchain's scalability and transactions per second. So how does it work? Here I took a picture from their white paper, and they have these so-called actors. Let's say two people want to do transactions using the Ethereum blockchain or the Bitcoin blockchain. In this case, Ethereum, because they're using a smart contract. What they will do, they will allocate funds to a smart contract. In this case, Actor 1 is allocating $40 and Actor 2 is allocating $20. So what this is saying that they cannot use more than what they're sending. So in this case, Actor 1 starts by sending $10 and then $12 to Actor 2. So if you just calculate now that he has a total of $42 because it's 20 plus all this. Then Actor 2 proceeds by sending $27 to Actor 1. And then Actor 1 sends $15 to Actor 2. Again, we don't know why they're doing this. Maybe these are businesses. They buy and sell products online, whatever. What this is saying is that Actor 1 cannot spend more than $40 because it has reserved $40 in the smart contract. So here's the Ethereum blockchain, and this is the off-chain transaction. So they're doing all these transactions outside of the Ethereum blockchain, and this is their big idea, because if they take all transactions outside of the blockchain, then they take all that mining power, not mining power, but they take all that time that miners would spend mining these transactions out of the blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain, and that makes it faster. So if you think if this would work for the full Ethereum blockchain, this would make it so much faster, and then the scalability issue wouldn't be that big, just because you have it's almost like a secondary blockchain that it has reserved funds that you cannot go above these numbers. So you can go back and forth as long as not changing or as you're using more than what was reserved, and everything should be good. If in the white paper they address, if you were to use more than you reserved, there's on-chain tools for you to fund more, so put more funds into your smart contract. And they also say that then any actor can choose to close this off-chain set of transactions. So for example, let's say Actor 1 decides that he wants to close these transactions, but Actor 2 didn't want to. They can ask for an overview, and then there'll be an analysis of who is right or not, if it should have been canceled or not, if someone is trying to hack the off-chain, or if someone's trying to, for some reason, screw the other person over. So this is the big idea, just creating a secondary blockchain that will help other blockchains with scalability. So what are the pros of this project? So we can help a lot of blockchains that have scalability issues, like Ethereum right now, for example. It offers atomic swaps. So in the case that you send, for example, $20, but you have to use more than $20, it will allow for atomic swaps. If you don't know what atomic swaps are, it's pretty much when you, for example, you have Bitcoin and you want to exchange for Ethereum, you don't have to go over to an exchange. You can do everything on the platform right away for no fees. So you exchange Ethereum for Bitcoin for the equivalent of Bitcoin right away, no fees, and you can fund your smart contract. So there's no tax fee on the off-chain transactions. This is also good because if there were fees, then people would have no incentive for using the off-chain platform. It's an easier way to increase transactions processing for blockchains that have scalability issues, because the blockchain doesn't have to change any of the code. You just have to accept this project and then it runs as in a separate blockchain. And they also have a large Telegram following, over 65,000 people, I believe. So now let's move on to the cons. And there are a lot of cons, unfortunately. There are a lot of red flags raised. A few of them: the team does not respond to important questions on Telegram. Lack of information on Whitepaper. So if you go through their Whitepaper, there's about less than 10 pages of useful information on the token. I can show you quickly. The creator of GoNetwork was involved in some sort of scandal over Telegram, and they did not handle it well. It wasn't responded to quickly enough, and they did some things that were a little bit shady. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So here you have the website again. Here's their white paper. Let me go up. So they start on page 7 talking about what are the challenges nowadays with the existing blockchains and what they're trying to do. And here they started explaining what the GoNetwork platform actually tries to do that is new. So it's page 8. Then they talk about, they have the big figure that I showed you. And then on page 10, kind of finishes, because then you have adoption strategy, just saying that they want to bring it to everyone, but other than that, nothing special. So it's actually 2 pages of just information and 1 page of tokenomics, if you would. And all the other stuff is just team information, advisors. As you can see, they only have 3 people in the team, which is also a red flag. You would expect a solid group or a solid project to have more people in the team. Yeah, so, and then legal information. So again, their white paper, not the best for sure. So here's some information on the token sale that's going on right now. They already raised over 90,000 Ethereum. That puts them at a market capitalization of around a little bit less than $400 million, which, given the market conditions, it is quite a lot. And if you want to get into the token sale right now, they have a 5% bonus. So let's get into what the red flags are. So when researching about this coin, I found this GitHub thread created by ICO Hacker on November 2017, so 7 months ago. And he did a lot of research. He had some concerns, and he goes through a lot of details. I'll link this GitHub page on the description if you're interested in reading about it. It's if you're thinking about investing, I would highly recommend you read this because there's a lot of information. So here they mention everyone involved with the team. And if this is the reality, it should reflect on their white paper, which it doesn't. And their white paper says this white paper has been updated here, June 1st. So about 2 weeks ago. And this was from November. So already you see conflicting information. Okay. So let's go down. So questions not answered by the company. So this person asked company information, because on the white paper they don't say where they're based and other basic information from the company. So the admin just tells that person to search on the white paper, and there's no information on the white paper. Right now there's information that The company was actually opened in the Cayman Islands, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know if this was added now or if they already had that information before, or if they took some information out. I'm not sure. So again, this person asked for a second time. Admin tells to wait for announcement. Third time, no answer. They're all print screens. I'm not going to go through them. You can, if you're interested, you can check the link in the description. Then a fourth time on the same day, and then the co-founder is busy posting GIFs. As you can see here, he's posting GIFs, but he doesn't answer, so no answer. Fifth time, no answer. Next day, sixth time, no answer. Seventh time, and then this one user says that you should, or this person should private message one of the creators. So on the second date, someone else starts asking about company information. They don't get an answer. Again, question about this. No answers. While the co-founder was live in the chat. So he was talking about other stuff, but this specific information he didn't talk about it. Okay. So his LinkedIn profile said, I don't know if it changed, I didn't look personally, but it said that the GoNetwork was in Ontario. And then they go through and they see that first they search for in the Canadian corporate database and there's no result for GoNetwork. And searching for the company name that he used to work for, then they find out that the co-founder used to work or still works for Infinity. And if they search that on the same database, they find that this company is registered in Canada, in Waterloo, Ontario. So and here are all the information. And then there are 2 GoNetwork registrations here. And then people start screenshotting and sending it to him. And then he replies with a message from their legal team talking about why this is the case. So you can read this on your own time. So I can make this video shorter. Then, so here, poor communication with investors. They have a lot of questions that have been ignored on Telegram group. A lot of people have complained that they got kicked out of the Telegram group because they were asking questions and they weren't answered. And this is the scandal I was talking about. So the co-founder is talking about making big money and just going in and out if you have a lot of money. And this was released on the internet and a lot of people were questioning if this was true, what was going on, and they were not answering. At one point he said he was hacked, but then he couldn't give specifics of how come someone hacked his WhatsApp account, if they needed his cell phone number and he was still using it. So a lot of divergent information. So then he starts saying that this is fake, there's someone else. Here there's a dialogue of this person questioning if it was hacked or not. And then he's very dismissive, not a lot of clear information. So in the end, it's just talking about the leaked screenshots, all the questions that haven't been replied. And then down here, people start commenting about it. And the GoNetwork admin actually responds to some of it. And they always say, we'll be releasing more information soon. Obviously, this is from December 2017. They have already updated a little bit of their white paper. But then it just keeps going down. GoNetwork. There are a lot of information. There's another person here that got in contact with someone from the GoNetwork team and tried asking some questions personally. And they also were very dismissive, didn't have really clear answers. Pretty much what they were saying is that they had answers to all the questions, but for some reason that was not explained. They were not reporting that to the Telegram group, which caused all the confusion. So again, just red flags all around in this sense. But if you like the project, So again, another article talking about scam. So scam rating 10 out of 10, extremely high. And you can, if you just search GoNetwork on the internet, pros and cons, you'll find a lot about it. So if a lot of people are talking about GoNetwork being a scam, do your own due diligence. If you like the project still, you think that it wasn't a scam, it was just a misunderstanding, the team didn't communicate well with the investors, also do your due diligence to make sure you're investing in it properly. The public sale is going on right now. Let me know in the comments below if you like this video, if you're investing in GoNetwork, if you're not investing, if you think it's a scam. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.